난 돈이 너무 좋아 전부 쓰고 싶어 몽땅 난 다른 사람들보다 많이 벌고 싶어 복자 난 돈이 너무 좋아
전 세계 50여 국에서 베스트셀러입니다.
99, I'll be launching my next book, and that book is called The Cash Flow Quadrant. What's it called? The Cash Flow what? Quadrant. And I'll show you the Cash Flow Quadrant now. I showed it to the directs the other day. This is the Cash Flow Quadrant. And I think this has tremendous relevance to your life or your work here. This is what my rich dad showed me. The cash flow quadrant, the E stands for employee. What does E stand for? Employee. Very good. What does S stands for? Self-employed. What does S stand for? Self-employed. B stands for business owner. What does B stand for? Thank you. And I stands for investor. What does I stand for? Investor. So, the reason it's called the cash flow quadrant, it's because it said was go to school and find a nice, safe, secure what? Job. This is my poor dad's advice. And what my rich dad said to me was don't bother with that, go this way, build companies, build businesses. My rich dad said to me, if you want job security, own the company. That was the best thing you could do. So I learned to build businesses here. Just as a stat for you, if you're interested, is that the average rich person throughout the world, 30% of their income comes from here and 70% comes from there. And the average poor middle class person, their income comes from here. And that's the big difference there. So that's why I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is to become wealthy, you have to learn to have businesses or other people work for you. So my rich dad taught me was this. He says that a business owner, what they're always looking for are excellent systems and excellent people. And that's what I study, systems and people. There's three kinds of systems primarily in the world today. One's a C corporation. IBM is a C corporation. Most rich people own C corporations. Then in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, another thing came on the line, was called franchises. One of the most famous franchises was what? McDonald's, today the largest landholder in the world. And in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, franchises were considered illegal. And then there came out a new one in the 60s, a thing that most of us are in here, is a thing called network.